production of Fox Sports.
We are Fox Sports. We are LA.
A spectacular afternoon for baseball. The last regular season home game for the Angels here at the Big A. It's the finale of the three-game set against the visiting Seattle Mariners. As we take a look at the wild card standings in the American League, a must-win last night for the Angels kept them two back of the Oakland Athletics. Baltimore is off today. Oakland currently losing to the Texas Rangers 8-4 in the finale of that four-game set. And Tampa Bay getting ready to start a four-game series against the Chicago White Sox later on tonight. As we welcome you inside the Big A and back to Angels baseball here at Fox Sports West, Victor Rojas, along with my partner, Mark Gubizzo. And I mentioned last night it was a must-win situation with everybody in the wild card having won their games, and the Angels trailed until that seventh inning. That guy, once again, Mr. Clutch, Torrey Hunter, came up big, not just once, but he did it twice.
Well, there were some tough pitches he hit, too, and you mentioned that seventh inning. Kenny threw him a nice slider off the plate, but Torrey went with the pitch, needing to get that base hit to be able to bring the game tied at that point. Tough one off the corner, driving in Peter Borges, who came in to pinch run for Chris Dianetta. So the wheels were in motion for Torrey Hunter to come through once again. The fastball for Fryer throwing about 99. Base it in the right field, scoring. Meister restores to himself. Got a big clutch hit there. So everyone contributed, but Mr. Clutch coming through once again. Torrey Hunter 4 for 8 in this series with 4 RBIs. It's a lot of fun to watch that enthusiasm from a veteran like Torrey Hunter.
We'll see how things play out today. Hisashi Iwakuma, who is really stymied the Angels offense, getting the start for the Seattle Mariners, while Dan Herron will go for the Angels. Just about ready for baseball here at the Big A. Sit back and relax. Lineups at first pitch when we return. Angels baseball is brought to you by the All-American Jack Combo for only $4.99 plus tax at participating stores. By the amazing Hyundai Sonata. Visit your Southern California Hyundai dealer today.
And by 76 Gas. We're on the driver's side.
Just some of the sights and sounds from this homestand that started with a 3-game set against the Texas Rangers, then 3 against the Chicago White Sox, wrapping it up today against the Seattle Mariners. The Halos with a 5-game winning streak will send Dan Herron to the hill. They're trying to finish off this homestand on winning note against the M's before the Angels head out to Texas for a weekend series and finish up the regular season with 3 in Seattle. Let's take a look at Eric Wedge's lineup. The Mariners are now 72-83 on the year. Have Dustin Ackley leading things off at second base. It's Franklin Gutierrez in center field. Kyle Seager at third base. Jesus Montero doing the catching. John Jaso back in the lineup. He'll serve as the DH today. Justin Smoke is at first base. Michael Saunders gets a start in left field. Casper Wells in right, and Brendan Ryan batting ninth and playing shortstop. Taking on Dan Herron, who comes into this one with a 12-11 mark and a 4.35 ERA.
And Dan's been throwing the ball so well of late. 4-1 in his last 5 starts. 12-6 in his career versus Seattle with a 2.56 ERA. And back in May 24th, threw a 9-inning shutout, including 14 strikeouts and no walks against the Seattle club.
Defensively for the Angels this afternoon for Dan Herron, it'll be Vernon Wells in left field, Mike Trout at center, Torrey Hunter in right. The infield has Alberto Callasco, Eric Ivar, Howie Kendrick, and Kendrick Morales from third to first, with Chris Iannetta doing the catching.
And Kendrick Morales has done a tremendous job playing first base. We talked about that before his injury. He's one of the best fielding first basemen. He's been doing a very good job. Just 1 error this season in that position. He's also turned 17 double plays.
The Angels at home this year with a 46-34 record. Overall, they are 86-69. And at the start of the day, 5 games back of the Texas Rangers, 2 back in the wild card. Mentioned that Baltimore, who has that top spot in the wild card, is off today. And after today, everyone will have 6 remaining games. Mentioned that the Tampa Bay Rays will be taking on the Chicago White Sox at U.S. Cellular Field. A very important 4-game set for the White Sox, because they come into today's action 1 game back of the Tigers. And Detroit has just walked off on the Kansas City Royals. So a must-win situation for the Sox. Here's Dustin Ackley leading things off. And the first one is outside. And it is 1 ball, no strikes. Ackley 0 for 4 last night, hitting .229 with 12 home runs and 50 runs batted in. Lance Barksdale with the strike call. Evens the count at 1-1.
Ackley a .368 hitter against Dan Herron. 7 for 19.
2 balls and 1 strike now. The Mariners team that will head up to Oakland to take on the Oakland Athletics before returning home on Monday to take on the Angels. This one's fouled back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Herron's coming off back-to-back wins at Kansas City on the 16th and here at the Big A against the White Sox on the 22nd. Allowed 2 runs, both earned on 6 hits in 6 innings of work, had 4 strikeouts in that game. This one chopped foul, and the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kind of a wild game at Texas right now. It's 9-4. Rangers leading the Athletics. That game's on the top of the 5th inning. Texas jumped out to an early 5-0 lead, much like Oakland did last night. Exactly rolls this one up the line, and Kendrick Morales with a diving stop, flips it to Herron. There's the first out. Oh, a second straight game in which Morales has made a nice play going to his left.
Well, he's showing some real good range, mobility, and a good feed to Dan Herron covering the base. It's a very difficult play. We said all along, he's a very solid fielding first baseman. That ball was by him when he caught it. Gets himself in position. Nice little flip throw to Dan Herron to get that first out.
So 1 out, nobody on for Franklin Gutierrez, the center fielder, who takes inside. And we mentioned that Herron has thrown the ball better of late overall on the season. Right-handers have hit much better against Herron than lefties have. Swing and a miss, good off-speed pitch. But that right there has been kind of the pitch that has kept hitters at bay of late, just taking something off, especially against right-handers.
Yeah, he's either throwing that BP fastball or cut fastball, inviting enough for a hitter to attack, but just off the plate.
In the air to right center field. Torrey Hunter moving over. 2 outs. So with 2 outs and nobody on base, Kyle Seager, the third baseman, will come up. Seager 0 for 3 in last night's game, hitting .258 with 18 home runs and 81 runs batted in. The breaking pitch is down and in. .32 doubles for Seager. Those 81 runs batted in. The tops on the Seattle Mariners offensive list. As Heron falls behind here at 2 balls and no strikes. Seager probably the best second baseman that the Seattle Mariners have, kind of playing out of position with Ackley over at second base. So Seager has been pretty much the everyday third baseman for the M's as he swings and misses, and it's 2-1.
He certainly had a solid season as far as a run producer, 81 RBI for him. Especially with 2 outs, that's been his good approach.
Two-one pitch. He's got a piece of it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Heron trying to finish off the Mariners here in the first with a 1-2-3 inning. Ernesto Frieri able to close things out yesterday. 4-3 win for the Angels with that walk-off as that pitch misses down and in. Full count now. Ernesto picking up his 4th win as he pitched a 1-2-3 ninth. And of course the Angels, courtesy of Torrey Hunter's base hit to center field off of Stephen Pryor, giving Frieri the win, and the Angels their 86th victory of the season. This one's out towards center field. Trout giving chase. Tracking it down, makes the catch just shy of the track, and it's a 1-2-3 inning to start this one. Trout, Hunter, and Pujols coming up for the Halos with no score. And we'll check out Mike Scioscia starting 9 for the Angels this afternoon. Mike Travel lead things off and play center field. Torrey Hunter's in right. Albert Pujols will serve as a DH. Kendrys Morales at first base. Alberto Callasco at third. Howie Kendrick at second. It's Eric Guybar batting 7th and playing shortstop. Vernon Wells gets the start in left field, and it's Chris Arnetta batting 9th and doing the catching as they take on the 31-year-old right-hander native of Tokyo, Japan, by the name of Hisashi Iwakuma.
Iwakuma's throwing the ball very well against the Angels this year. 2-0 mark with a 1.56 fastball, 88-93. Good slider, curveball, and a split finger fastball he throws about 23% of the time. A lot of pitches away, but he does throw that 2-seam fastball in off the plate to keep you honest.
He's pitched well His last 2 starts, no runs in that start on the 2nd of September here at the Big A. 5 hits and 7 1/3. He struck out 7 and walked nobody. Start prior to that was 3 runs, 6 hits in 7 innings of work. The first one is in for a strike on Trout. Mike went 0 for 3 yesterday, had a couple of walks, including that intentional walk that set up Torrey Hunter's game-winning hit. Trout hitting .323 with 28 home runs, 78 runs batted in. And it's an 0-2 count.
And there's that 2-seam fastball. He tries to start off the outside corner to catch the corner, but that was right down the middle of the plate.
Iwakuma's coming off a win against the Rangers at Safeco. As he delivers the 0-2 pitch, a little bouncer back to the mound. 1 out. Defensively for Seattle this afternoon, Saunders, Gutierrez, and Wells from left to right in the outfield. Seager, Ryan, Ackley, and Smoke from third to first. Montero's doing the catching.
And Dustin Ackley has done a nice job. They have 2 potentially really solid second basemen. Kyle Seager playing out of position at third, but he can play second. But Ackley's done a great job also. A .992 fielding percentage, has turned 88 double plays this year in that second base position.
1 out, nobody on for Torrey Hunter. Finished up going 2 for 5 yesterday. As he'll look at his strike. Torrey glancing back to Lance Barksdale, thinking that pitch perhaps a little bit high. Fouled back. 0-2 count. We'll take a look at our Hyundai key to the game.
Oh, White Snake today, steal away. I think you have to press the issue here today. Iwakuma's throwing the ball so well against the Angels. Got to try to steal some bases. Jesus Montero had some trouble as far as throwing out would-be base throws. Only thrown out a little under 14%. So the stolen base may be a key tonight or today for the Angels.
Montero set up outside. The 0-2 is a breaking ball, missing away. And it is 1-2. Iwakuma is a guy that really slows things down when you do get base runners on board. This one's fouled off to the right.
He's a hitter. The key against him is you really have to be patient to play. With that slight hesitation, you're already kind of drifting forward. You have to stay back and try to pick the baseball up out of his hand and not look at the body.
Iwakuma, if you try to pull him, you are playing right into his hands. He's going to live away for the most part from right-handed batters. 1-2. A little sinker that had something off of it. Count remains at 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And going through that motion, he has a hesitation. And a lot of times you see a hitter get thrown off by the timing of that. And he mixes in the fact he does have that good split finger fastball. You have to let that pitch go if it's starting to knees, because it's going to go down towards the dirt.
Bouncer toward the middle. Ackley near the bag has it. 2 outs. So 2 up and 2 down here to start the bottom of the first inning, and Albert Pujols serving as the DH will step in. Albert last night going 1 for 4 at a base hit in the 7th inning. The Angels overall with 10 hits last night against Seattle. 5 allowed by Felix Hernandez. It's been a while since the Angels got into the double digits category in hits. Tuesday, to be exact, in the first game of the homestand. First one is off the plate. It's 1 ball, no strikes.
A lot of close games. Well pitched games, well defended games, and clutch hitting for the Angels.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Just like we pointed out, he's going to live away. If you try to pull that baseball, Albert pulled off on that one. Makes it very difficult to make contact.
Here's the 1-1. This one fouled off to the right. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Aaron with a 1-2-3 top of the first. The Angels try to avoid going down in order in the bottom of the first inning. This one out to the alley in right center field. Driven well. Gutierrez not going to get there. That's off the wall. Franklin with a little bit of a bobble. Albert trying to get to second, and he is in there with a 2-out double. 47th double of the year for Albert Pujols, and a man in scoring position for Morales.
And he went the other way, which is the proper approach against Iwakuma. Split finger fastball that stayed up in the strike zone and drove very well by Pujols the other way. Off the wall, now in scoring position for Kennys Morales. Pretty close play at second base. Just that slight bobble by Gutierrez allowed Pujols to get in there with his 47th double.
So they overshift with Morales up. Ackley out in shallow right field. Brendan Ryan toward the middle. Kendricks had a 1-for-4 game yesterday, hitting .275 overall, 22 home runs and 71 runs batted in. There's the first one, and it's lifted foul and out of play on the third base side.
Some pretty good arms in the outfield today for Seattle. Saunders with a good arm. Gutierrez and Casper, all 3 above average arms in the outfield.
Interesting defensive alignment in that in the infield they play him to pull. In the outfield they shade Morales the opposite way.
Boy, a lot of room down that right center field line. He can turn on it.
A 1 pitch outside. It's 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, if you're a hitter, you got to believe, because of this, the way the outfield especially is playing the other way, that he's going to pitch nothing but away against them.
With the firm stuff, you figure with the off-speed stuff, stay down and in. That's where Kendricks becomes somewhat pull happy with that pitch. 1-1. They tied him up nicely there. 1-2. Albert Pujols standing at second base with a 2-out double. And the 1-2. Bouncer over to Ackley. There's that off-speed pitch where Kendricks rolled over on it. And the inning comes to an end. So the Angels get a 2-out double, leave them stranded in scoring position. 1 complete here at the Big A. We're scoreless. Scoreless as we start the second. Seattle setting up Montero, Jaso, and Smoke against Dan Herron. There with a 1-2-3 first inning, one ground out and a couple of fly ball outs. Montero getting to start behind the plate today. Served as the DH last night, went 1 for 4 with a single. Hitting .261 on the year. As he looks at his strike. 15 home runs, 56 runs batted in for the former Yankee prospect. One and one. Montero 2 for 9 in his career against Herron. In the air to center. Mike Trout back a couple of steps. There's the first out. Hey, season seat deposits for the 2013 season are now being accepted. Place your deposit now and receive priority for next season. For more information and to place that deposit, just call 888-796-HALO or log on at angels.com/season seats. One out, nobody on for John Jaso, the DH. Jaso hitting .273 with 9 home runs and 47 runs batted in as he takes a breaking ball down and in. Had the night off last night. Was the DH on Tuesday night. And went 1 for 4 with a single as that pitch catches the inside corner to even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike.
A couple of pretty good curveballs. One just missing, that one catching the lower part of the strike zone.
This one out to center field. Trout's been busy already. Trout's just 5 games on the board for the American League. Detroit just defeated the Kansas City Royals moments ago 5-4. So the Tigers at the very least will maintain a 1-game lead in the American League Central with the White Sox and the Rays starting a 4-game set tonight. Texas leading Oakland 9-4 that game from the top of the 6th inning. Later on, the Yankees will be in Toronto. And then, of course, that Rays-Sox game. Breaking pitch to Justin Smoke. He's in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Boy, a lot of scoreboard watching this time of the year.
Swing and a miss. 0-2. Smoke's had a nice series. Multi-homer game 2 nights ago. His second career multi-homer game, and he homered again last night. Now with 19 on the year, 49 runs batted in. The batting average still down at .212, but swinging the bat very well in the month of September.
Well, last 11 games, .450 batting average with 5 home runs for him.
One, 2. Missed outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Smoke is a left-handed batter. Sees the overshift with 3 infielders on the right side. Callaspo, the third baseman, at the shortstop position. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Down goes Smoke. First strikeout of the night. Or the afternoon, I should say, for Dan Herron. We'll head to the bottom of the second with no score. About the Kia standings, as we were just talking about the short schedule. The American League East, Yankees with a 1.5 game lead over the Orioles, who are idle today. The Orioles, that is. White Sox now 1.5 games back. And Oakland 3 back in the West. Angels 5 back in the West, 2 back in the wild card. Alberto Callaspo leading things off. And the first one is up and in. That game now in the bottom of the 6th inning in Arlington.
Both their bullpens are going to be used quite a bit today.
Yep. Callaspo, Kendrick, and Ibar for the Angels here in the 2nd inning against Iwakuma. A little bouncer out in front of the plate. Montero has it. 1 out. 4 ground ball outs for Iwakuma. Only base runner. The 2-out double by Albert Pujols on a hanging breaking pitch. And Albert was stranded in scoring position.
Generally, the philosophy against a guy that will throw fastballs at the knees and split finger fastballs down that same level is try to avoid swinging anything that starts around knee level. If it does, it's going to have sink. It's going to be very difficult to hit in the air. Try to bring up his pitch like Pujols did on that split finger fastball that was elevated and hit that one to right center field in the air.
There's Howie. Ran an 0 for 3 night last night, hitting .277, 7 home runs. 58 runs batted in. It's 30 doubles and 3 triples. .1-0 pitch. Fastball is in there. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. A little warmer afternoon today. Not quite what it was on Sunday against the White Sox. Breaking pitch missing again. 2 balls and a strike. It'll be warm tomorrow in Texas. But then good chance of rain Saturday.
Yeah, Sunday looks like it's going to be okay, but Saturday could be some rain.
2-1 pitch. 2-2.
I mean, Howie looking for something up in the strike zone, was a little bit aggressive, too aggressive on that fastball up and in. Iwakuma has given up 17 home runs. Just 113 in a 3rd innings pitch coming into this game. So when he elevates a pitch, it had a good chance of being hit hard. But when he's downstairs with his fastball and split finger fastball and slider, difficult to square up.
2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss on a breaking pitch. Montero will throw on to first base. The Angels still have just not been able to figure out Hisashi Iwakuma, who just continues to do what he wants at will against Angels hitters.
This slider starts off the plate and down. At times difficult to do so, but if that pitch is going to be at the knees, you got to let it go.
Ibar chasing a pitch down and in, rolls it foul, and it's an 0-1 count. Eric had a 2 for 4 game yesterday. As a matter of fact, his first hit put the Angels up 2-0 in the 2nd. Double down the left field line, his 31st of the year. Average of .293 and those 2 RBIs, giving him 45 on the season. Seager playing in at third base just in case. 0-1 pitch. A strike. That's 0-2.
He's really got that batting average up. When you think about it, through the first 40 games this year, he's hitting .197. Now Ibar up to .293.
Bouncer to second. Ackley comes charging in. Bobbles in, and Ibar will reach. 7th error of the season for Dustin Ackley. They'll put a man on with 2 outs here for the Angels in the 2nd.
Caught in between, trying to be too quick as far as flipping that ball over the first base. Ibar is able to get there, and this is the time where with 2 outs especially, I think in terms of trying to steal a base.
And starting to peak up too. Looking to see where Ibar was at. Never had that transfer clean from glove to bare hand. Here's Vernon Wells hitting .233 with 11 home runs and 28 runs batted in. His first start of the series. Kuma will check in on Eric.
Iwakuma pretty quick to the plate. Allowed 7 stolen base in 14 attempts. But still, it's worth the gamble here with 2 outs. Especially if you get a good sized lead that Ibar has right now.
Ibar picked up his 19th stolen base last night. Oh, 1 count on Wells.
Vernon is 3 for 3 against Iwakuma with a home run.
Good lead for Ibar at first. 2 outs here in the second. 0-1 pitch. Bouncer to third. Seager backs up on it. That's a foul ball. Gary Cedarstrom making the call.
Kyle Seager wants to know how that was a foul ball. He thought he fielded that ball in fair territory down the line.
That's where the ball goes over the bag.
Clear to this on the other side of the line.
Oh, 2 count on Wells. Iwakuma, as we pointed out, very deliberate with base runners. Slows the game down a little bit. Pitch out, nothing's happening. Not a bad idea if you're Seattle. You got some pitches to waste since you're ahead of the count.
Yeah, you're going to pitch away anyhow. So it's a good opportunity, especially when you think that Iwakuma throws a lot of split finger fastballs or sliders when he's ahead of the count like that. If you're a base stealer, you might as well take that chance and go.
Ibar takes off. The 1-2 is down low. The throw down is not a tie. 20th stolen base of the year. The Angels, for the second straight inning, have a man in scoring position with 2 outs.
He picked that breaking pitch to go on, and Ibar's able to slide in there with his 20th stolen base in 24 attempts. See if the Angels can take advantage of that error by Ackley and the stolen base by Ibar. With Vernon at the plate here.
Two balls and 2 strikes on Wells. Iwakuma taking a long time getting his shine. Now is ready. Ibar with a big lead at second. The 2-2. A bouncer off the body. A foul ball. So the count remains 2-2. There's Lance Barksdale calling the balls and strikes this afternoon. So Gary Cedarstrom over at third. That's fielding Colbert at first. Adrian Johnson, who was behind the plate Tuesday night, is over at second. And Gary at third. Another 2-2. This is bounced to third. Seager had to go off his glove and pass right into left field. And the Angels will have a 1-0 lead.
Just like that, the Angels do take advantage of that error and that stolen base by Ibar's. Vernon Wells drives in his 29th run of the year. A big 2-out base hit for Vernon. Off the glove of Seager and by Ryan, allowing Ibar to score the first run of the game.
But just enough of a redirection off the glove of Seager that allows Ibar to come in to score, and keeping Brendan Ryan from backing up on that play and knocking it down and keeping it on the infield. So Vernon picks up his 29th run batted in. Here's Chris Iannetta with 2 outs and a man on. Chris last night 1 for 2. Takes a fastball inside and goes off the glove of Montero, and Wells will advance. A lot of movement on that pitch. We figured it'd be a pass ball, and it is on Montero.
It almost looked as if it might have been a cross-up as far as what pitch selection Montero put down and Iwakuma threw. It's the 7th pass ball of the year for Montero.
One 1-0 pitch. A strike. Iannetta didn't like the call. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. The Angels scoring their first run against Iwakuma since August the 11th. That was when Wells chased him out of the game here with a 2-run home run. He allowed no runs at his previous start. Wells standing at second. Here's the 1-1 to Iannetta. Breaking pitch off the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. Game in Texas down to 7th, 9-4 Rangers. Leading the Athletics as they wrap up that 4-game series. Two one, driven out to straightaway center field, hit well. Gutierrez is back near the wall, will make the catch. Iannetta gave it a ride, but just not enough. As the Angels strike for 1 on the Wells single. We played 2 and the Angels lead it 1-0. Reaching on the air by Dustin Ackley. Iannetta almost made it 3-0.
And that big stolen base. Yeah, the baseball that you would think carried here in the day game by Iannetta, that had a real good chance of getting out, but Gutierrez ran back to the wall and made the play.
Here in the third, it'll be Saunders, Wells, and Ryan against Dan Herron, who has faced 6, and he's retired all 6, including a strikeout. Saunders fouls the first one off, and it's an 0-1 count. Saunders originally was in the starting lineup in Game 1, but was scratched late as Eric Thames got the start. So in the starting lineup for the second time and actually seeing action. As this one's pulled down the right field line. Torrey giving chase, but it hooks foul into the seats. An 0-2 count on Saunders. And we've seen play all 3 outfield positions.
He's really shortened up his swing this season. Always before we talked about he had a long swing from the left side here. He's more compact. 29 doubles with 3 home runs. 3 triples and 17 home runs.
One ball, 2 strikes. This one on the ground to second. Howie has it. 1-11.
This little split finger fastball to get Saunders out in front. Routine ground ball to Howie to get the first out.
Saunders was scratched from that game 2 nights ago as his wife was giving birth, and that's why we got that late notice. First pitch swinging is Casper Wells. Alberto Callasco has the roller. 2 outs. Back-to-back ground outs by Dan Herron. I'll bring up Brendan Ryan. A shortstop last night, 2 for 3, including a double, his 18th of the year. Also picked up an RBI, his 31st.
Decent numbers in his career versus Dan Herron. 9 for 30. It's a 300 batting average.
Yeah, Ackley has hit well against Dan Herron. Mentioned Brendan Ryan is for good numbers. But Ackley 7 now, well, with the ground out of the first inning, 7 for 20, but came at batting .368 against Dan. As Ryan looks at a strike.
Well, Herron in that start in Seattle in May had a number of their hitters swinging at either fastballs or sliders and cut fastballs off the outside corner. On his way to a 15 strikeout performance.
1 ball, 1 strike. There's the 1-1 to Ryan. Lays off, but it's a strike.
Again, with a good cut fastball working in this game so far. He's got good balance.
There's the 1-2. Rolled foul just wide of the bag.
And the pitch we saw Ryan get base hits on, they were inside. It's very susceptible to pitches away.
Another 1-2 from Herron. Breaking pitch, line to left. He hung that one. So a 2-out single for Ryan. First base runner that Seattle's had this afternoon. Comes with 2 outs here to third. Back to the top of the order now, Dustin Ackley.
An inner half mistake from Herron against Ryan, and capitalized once again his 3rd hit in the last couple games.
Herron faced the Mariners on August 31st at Safeco. Picked up the win in that one with 7 innings. Allowed 1 run unearned on 5 hits, striking out 3. That was his first road win at that point since June 28th in Toronto. Since that game, Herron has gone 4-1. First one, Ackley's down and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Ackley grounded out to Kendrys Morales. Made a nice play going to his left. So 0 for 1. on the corner.
Brandon Ryan with pretty good speed at first, 11 stolen bases. Doesn't appear to be trying to get that extra step or so as far as his lead to try to steal a base yet.
Two outs with Brendan Ryan standing at first base. A quick check in. Mariners 9th overall in stolen bases in the American League with 101. Ryan has 11 of them. Michael Saunders, team leader with 20. Swing and a miss. Good off speed. He got a piece of it off the body by Nennett. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, what we've seen from Ackley, a lot of swings trying to pull the baseball. Morales made that very good play to start the game against him. Split finger fastball away should be effective for Dan Herron against him.
Halo scoring a run in the bottom of the second. Lead this one 1-0. Long pause for Herron. And get a step off. For effect. Texas batting in the bottom of the 7th now. 9-4 Rangers. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, the interesting thing behind that pitch right there, just off the plate, the pitch before Iannetta was setting up on the inside part of the plate, signed to step off, but just in case the hitter is looking back at location, then he went away to initially setting up inside to see if he can get him out easily with location.
Quick throw over there. Ryan back in there. Two. Popped him up. Middle part of the infield. Who wants it? Eric Ibar. No, Vitaly Kendrick taking charge. Makes the catch. The inning comes to an end. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd. The Angels up 1-0. Presented by authority of the Los Angeles Angels and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP. 1-0 Angels, bottom of the third. Mike Trout, Torrey Hunter, and Albert Pujols stepping up. Let's take a look at our Mazda leaders.
As far as runs scored in a year in Angel history, Vlad had the record 124. Mike Trout has tied him with 124 runs scored.
The first one is in for a strike. Trout in the first inning at bat was behind in the count. 2 strikes and then reached for a breaking ball. And he bounced one back to Iwakuma. So Trout is 0 for 1. Breaking pitch a little bit high. Count evened up. Seager playing in at third base. We haven't seen Mike bunt a whole lot, especially of late. One on the way. I'm going to miss on the slider.
Well, I just think if Mike Trout decides to bunt once a game, it's a base hit almost every single time he gets it down. Plus, it will bring the corner infielders in against him because of that threat of a bunt and utilizing that speed.
A little bit high. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Might see a split finger fastball now.
A bouncer off the plate. Montero set up outside. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with a fastball. First out here in the third is in the books. Now to bring up Torrey.
This fastball ran on the inner half. And Mike was pretty surprised that he missed that pitch. Just pulled off just enough. Get a swing and miss.
Torrey breaks his bat and loops one to left. A 1-out single.
Elevated off-speed pitch. Not in front, but strong enough to fight it in the left field for another hit for Torrey Hunter. And the key against Iwakuma is try to bring pitches up in the strike zone.
Albert 1 for 1 with a double off the wall in right center field. His 47th of the year. Takes a fastball inside. Pujols second in the American League in that doubles category. Alex Gordon 51 at the start of the day. The Kansas City Royals. This one pulled to short. Ryan, a little bit of a bobble. Gets rid of it quickly to Ackley, and that's a double play. And the inning comes to an end. We've played 3 here at the Big A, and it's a 1-0 Angels lead. Top of the fourth inning, the Angels with a 1-0 lead. Seattle sending up 2, 3, and 4 against Heron, who has 1 strikeout and 1 hit allowed. That was a single by Brendan Ryan with 2 outs in the third inning, and then Dan got Ackley to pop out to end that frame. Gutierrez steps to the plate, 0 for 1. Hit a fly ball to right field in the first inning. Seager's on deck, then Montero after him as the first one is in for a strike. This one pulled over the head of Callaspo and into left field. The hanging breaking pitch. And Seattle has their leadoff man on board for the first time this afternoon. And it'll bring up Seager. So both base hits by right-handed batters on hanging breaking pitches.
Yeah, both pitches have stayed out over the middle part of the plate. Dan Aaron has been able to get that ground ball when need be. And Seager's a guy that can roll over and hit a ground ball to second base, potentially be a double play.
Seager's 0 for 1, hit a fly ball to center to end the first. Seen a couple of deep drives out to center field, both sides today. Callaspo in on the grass, and Seager hits one out toward right field. Torrey giving chase. Just now shy of the track, making the catch. The first out. Gutierrez hits back to first base. And if you're Heron, you love the fact that you're getting some early outs. Not wasting a whole lot of pitches. Currently just at 44. 30 have been strikes for Dan.
Yeah, a lot of strikes for him. Outside of a couple hanging breaking pitches, everything's been very solid. Located well.
A conversation between Dan and Chris as Montero steps to the plate. He drove one out to straightaway center field to lead off the second. Tracked down by Trout. Oakland A's have picked up a couple of home runs in the top of the 8th inning. It's a 9-6 Rangers lead now. Mike Adams in the game as Montero flips one out to right. Torrey comes charging in. 2 outs. Time now for AT&T Trivia question. Albert Pujols, 4th Angel to hit 30 or more home runs, 100+ RBIs in his first season with the club. Who are the other 3 that have done it?
Torrey looked like he was trying to sell that he didn't see that baseball. Try to get Gutierrez to try to advance and be able to get him at first base. Gutierrez was not going to bite on that one.
Quick throw over. Franklin is back. Jaso takes down and away. Mariner DH 0 for 1, hit a fly ball to center field himself in the second inning. Two home runs that the A's have hit coming off the bats of Yoenis Cespedes and Brandon Moss. One ball, one strike.
Seems to be you want to be a hitter down there today in Arlington, not a pitcher. 15 runs scored and 24 hits in that game.
Matt Harrison got the start for Texas in that game. He gave up 4 earned runs in 6 innings. Travis Blackley, the lefty, gave up 5 runs in 1 inning. Well, he was taken out.
Well, a lot of innings for Oakland A's pitchers, bullpen pitchers, the last couple of games down there in Texas.
Here it's 1-0 Angels. Vernon Wells with a single that scored Eric Ibar with 2 outs in the second. Gutierrez with a leadoff single, takes off, and Jaso fouls it back. Two and two. "50 pitches thrown by Herron so far, just 1 strikeout. Iwakuma gets a start for Seattle today. Has 2 punch outs, 3 hits allowed. Gutierrez again takes off. Jaso rips one down the line, hit well, and Torrey will watch this one land in the seats, and Seattle is up 2-1. On a 2-strike pitch, John Jaso hits his 10th home run of the year with 2 outs.
It's his 3rd home run in his career versus Dan Herron. Continues to swing the bat well overall against Angel pitching. .337 career hitter against the Angels. Down that right field line.
So 2-1 Seattle here in the 4th. They're unable to get through the inning unscathed. And Smoke takes a breaking pitch down low. Smoke a strikeout victim. The only punch out that Herron has picked up today. And Josh Reddick has hit yet another Oakland A's home run in that 8th inning. So it is a 9-7 Texas lead. Now a pitching change. Mike Adams giving up 3 home runs in the 7th inning. Pardon me, 8th inning for Texas. Smoke looks at a strike. It's 2-1. So the Angels will play from behind once this inning comes to an end, or this half inning comes to an end. Morales, Callaspo, and Kendrick coming up. 2-1 pitch. Smoke lines with a left. So another 2-out single and another pitch that was up in the strike zone.
Pineda wanted that ball inside and ended up running out over the plate and elevate it. Smoke with a good approach hits it in the left field for a base hit.
So Michael Saunders steps up with 2 outs, 1 on. 2-1 Seattle. Saunders 0 for 1 as he bounced out to Howie Kendrick leading off to third. That pitch, a called strike. Oh, 1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Seattle with 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. They've left 1 man on base. The Angels 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left on. Smoke with a very short lead at first base. Doesn't run a whole lot. 1 ball, 2 strikes now.
Good miss there on that split finger fastball from Herron. Trying to keep the ball down.
backdoor breaking pitch misses outside. It's 2-2. Two pitch. Swing and a miss. Down goes Saunders. The inning comes to an end, but not before Seattle takes the lead on John Jace's 10th of the year. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. M's lead at 2-1.
Receiver from AT&T Uverse. Visit AT&T.com/freeyourtv. Rethink possible. By CarMax. Start the search for your next car at CarMax. CarMax. Start here. And by Hawaiian Gardens Casino. Get your game on.
Halos trail at 2-1 as we start the bottom of the fourth inning. Kendrys Morales will lead things off against Hisashi Iwakuma. He'll be followed by Alberto Callaspo and then Howie Kendrick. First breaking pitch is outside. 1 ball, no strikes on Kendricks back at first base today. 0 for 1 as he grounded out to Dustin Ackley, the second baseman, ending the first. Ackley once again out in shallow right field as Morales pops this one up on the third base side. This one will head into the seats. 1 ball, 1 strike.
In this game so far, though, he's only given up 3 hits. Okuma's left a lot of pitches up in the strike zone, which is a good sign for Angel hitters. They don't pull off on the pitch.
One on the way. Breaking ball missed outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. That is hit out toward right field. Hit well. Going back is Casper Wells near the wall. Pulls up. That is off the wall and over his head. Morales on his way to second. He'll stop right there with a leadoff double. His 23rd of the year. And again, the ball just not carrying. We weren't accustomed to during the daytime.
Well, that looked like that was going to be out. An elevated pitch once again. Morales thought he had a home run. So did Casper, the way he went back on the wall. Pulled back, and that was in the lower part of the wall. Might have been able to get back to the wall and caught that baseball. Instead, tried to play the carom, and it got by him for a leadoff double for Morales. It's his 23rd double.
Callaspo comes up. Hit a little nubber out in front of the plate that Montero threw him out on, leading off the second. So Alberto's 0 for 1. Seager playing it at third base. And the first one. This is flipped out toward left center field. That's going to fall in. It should tie the game up. Morales being waved around, and we are tied at 2. Alberto Callaspo with his 53rd run batted in.
He served that base hit in the left center field and tried to do a whole lot with it. Was another pitch that was up. And a base hit and RBI for Callaspo, 53rd RBI. Boy, at least 8 pitches have been elevated from Iwakuma today. The last couple times against the Angels, everything have been down in the strike zone or below the knees.
So back-to-back hits for the Halos here in the 4th inning as Howie Kendrick will come up now. Koji Uehara, by the way, came in and got the last out for Texas in the top of the 8th. So they are now in the bottom of the 8th inning, 9-7 Rangers. Howie shows bunt and pulls it. Bunts it, I should say, to Seager at third base. And you see if they rule that as a sacrifice. They should. Callaspo advancing in a scoring position. Seager kind of took his time and almost played that into an infield
Howie
base
was
hit.
getting down there real quick.
Let's go back to our AT&T trivia question as Eric Ibar comes to the plate. Albert Pujols, 4th Angel with 30 home runs or more, 100 runs batted in or more in his first season with the Angels. Who are the other 3 guys? Andrew Jackson, Mo Vaughn, and Vladimir Guerrero. One out. Ibar is at the plate. He's 0 for 1. He reached on the error by Ackley. Stole second base and then scored with 2 outs on the Wells single. Oh, 1 count. Howie does get credit for a sacrifice bunt, advancing Callaspo to scoring position. Morales with a leadoff double off the wall in right field. Callaspo, first pitch swinging. The base hit the left center to tie this game up. 0-1 pitch. Going to miss. 0-2.
That split finger fastball, it starts at the knees and ends in the dirt. Very difficult pitch to hit.
Wells is on deck. Iwakuma's 0-2, and that's down and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. But guys are tracking the baseball a little bit better from Iwakuma. He was throwing a lot of fastballs early on, but now has really gone to a lot of off-speed pitching.
Yeah, whether it's his changeup, straight changeup, a split finger fastball, or his slider. He's got a good moving fastball too, but reluctant to use it consistently since the early part of the game.
One, 2 is popped up to shallow left. Michael Saunders moving in and over. Left fielder makes the grab for the second out. Eric out in front of that off-speed pitch. So 2 outs. It'll be up to Wells to try to snap this 2-2 tie. 1 for 1 for that single in the second, and he picking up his 29th run batted into the year.
See if Vernon can come through with another 2-out base hit to give the Angels the lead.
Four for 4 in his career now against Hisashi Iwakuma. Big swing and a miss on that slow breaking pitch.
It looked like Vernon guessing fastball first pitch. So he got a slow curveball.
Big lead for Callaspo at second. 0-1. 0-2. There's that fastball we were just talking about, 93 miles per hour.
And good late movement with his fastball. Especially after the pitch before at 74. Differential of 19 miles per hour on those 2 pitches.
Well, Saunders in left field. We've seen him play a lot of right-handed batters to pull toward that foul line. Big alley in left center field. Gutierrez straight up in center. Wells very shallow in right. 0-2 pitch. Takes downstairs. Not an easy pitch to lay off of with 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's a pretty good split finger fastball. We talked about Vernon being 4 for 4 in his career versus Iwakuma. That's when you read a pitch very well.
Here comes the 1-2, and he chases the pitch off the plate, and the inning comes to an end. But the Angels tie things up on the single by Alberto Callaspo. Through 4, we're knotted at 2. Arizona next spring for the 2013 Angels official spring training package. You'll get the best game tickets, hotel accommodations, great merchandise, and an exclusive barbecue with appearances by members of the Angels coaching staff as well as spring training roster. Call 1-800-8-WARM-UP to reserve your package today. You might even get a surprise visit by Mark Gubicza. Matter of fact, he's promising that. Oh, hey, when'd you get here? First pitch by Dan Harrod. It's a breaking ball to Casper Wells for a strike.
Does that mean I get to go to spring training?
Sorry, I didn't see you.
Yeah.
You get to go to spring training.
Oh, thank you.
Wells 0 for 1 as he grounded out. His first time up, swings through this one. He's in the hole at 0-2. Seriously, though, if you've not been to spring training, whether it's for the Angels or any other team, you got to take the time to do it. Even for a weekend.
It's absolutely the best time. Best opportunity to be able to talk to players, get autographs if that's what you want, see some of the best prospects too. The manager will use that whole roster down there in spring training.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, a lot of guys were wearing 80-something, 90-something on the back of their jersey.
Lots of 86s, 87s.
2-2 pitch. Wells lines on the left. Leadoff single straight in. Second straight inning that has occurred. This after getting ahead of Wells at 0-2. And that'll ring up Brendan Ryan, and the Angels bullpen will start to move around.
I believe Brendan Ryan may be up there to bunt. You know, he got a base hit his first at bat, a couple hits last night.
Brendan Ryan had a single in the third innings. He's 1 for 1. Kayas went on the grass. Ryan bunts one foul. Third base side. And a 1 count. More of a bunt for base hit than anything else. Take a look at our GoPro bullpen cam. Garrett Richards, first man up. Garrett at 66 pitches, but leaving a lot of off-speed pitches out over the plate here of late.
And at this time of the year, you just don't have the luxury of allowing a starting pitcher to fight his way through some tough stretches.
It's not about soaking up the innings,
no,
saving a bullpen.
It's all about keeping that opponent from scoring.
We're in the top of the ninth at Texas, 9-7. Rangers lead it. Joe Nathan on to try to close it out for the Rangers. 0-1 count on Brendan Ryan. Not showing bunt. Fouls one straight back. It's 0-2. So the pitch that was up a little bit.
And Ryan gets good swings at anything that's up, especially on the inner half of the plate.
This one out to left. Vernon giving chase. He's there. Makes the catch. 1 out. Wells heads back to first. Back to the top of the order now, Dustin Ackley. Ackley's 0 for 2 with a ground ball to first and a pop-up in the middle part of the infield. Takes a strike. Halo's got a run in the second inning courtesy of the Wells single. Seattle got 2 in the fourth courtesy of John Jason's 10th home run of the year, 2-run shot. And the Angels tied it up at the bottom of the fourth. Kayasma with an RBI single. As that pitch is outside, 1-1. Torrey deep in right and playing Ackley to pull. Trout very shallow in center, as is Wells in left. One pitch. Off the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Trying to stay away against Ackley, which is the proper approach against him.
Nick Miranda has joined Garrett Richards in the bullpen now. Garrett should be just about ready to go if needed here. Casper Wells with 3 stolen bases this year. This is 87th game. 2-1 pitch. Bouncer to first. Morales feeds Ibar for 1. It goes off his glove. So instead of a possible tailor-made double play to end the inning, Eric Ibar has that ball go off his glove, and the Mariners have runners at first and third, and still 1 out.
Well, it looked like a pretty good feed from Morales.
Like Eric just trying to get a little too quick. He gets charged with the error. Ibar does, his 15th of the year.
Well, that's a tough play. Just when you think you're probably through the inning, tied at 2. Now you have first and third with one out. Looking for a potential double play ball.
Texas Rangers hang on to win 9-7 today, so the Angels with an opportunity to pick up a game in the wild card standings. Heron will have to work out of this jam here. Runners at the corners, trying to keep it a 2-2 tie and head to the bottom of the fifth. Franklin Gutierrez is 1 for 2, a single leading off the fourth. Fouls the first one off, and it's an 0-1 count.
We got to keep the pitches all downstairs here. Fastball or split or cut fastball. See if you can get that ground ball.
Oh, 1 pitch. Bouncer to third. Callaspo with a diving stop. Fires to second for one. Relay to first, and it throws. Pulls Morales off the bag. They'll tag Morales. He is safe. The run scores, and it's a 3-2 Seattle lead.
And Mike Scioscia wants to determine if Gutierrez made a slight turn when he went by the base.
A throw on the bag, and it's a double play. Mike Scioscia arguing with Field and Colbreth. Base runner. Terrific play by Alberto Callaspo. Howie had plenty of time, but the throw pulls Morales off the bag.
He's making a turn towards second. And by definition of the rule, he should be out right there for the third out.
Well, regardless, Dan Heron has thrown 2 double play balls, and the Angels haven't turned a double play. And Seattle is back on top 3-2. Boy, Howie had plenty of time. No base runner bearing down on him. This is where Gutierrez makes that little stutter step.
That's an out.
Colbreth is looking at him, too.
As soon as you make a slight movement towards second, that's the intent. And he thought about going. There's no question. And then when he saw that baseball go off the netting, stop.
So 2 outs and a man at first now. Gutierrez gets credit for an RBI on that fielder's choice. Here's Kyle Seager. 3-2 Seattle, top of the fifth. Seager lines one to the alley in right center field. Torrey over to try to cut it off. Can't do it. Goes all the way to the wall. Gutierrez is on his way to third, being waved in. The relay to the plate is in time. The inning comes to an end, but Seattle retakes the lead on that fielder's choice off the bat of Franklin Gutierrez, and a big error by Eric Ibar. Nice play at the plate. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth. Seattle leads at 3-2. would be a 2-run deficit for the Angels. As it is, the Halos are down by the score of 3-2 as we start this bottom of the 5th inning. Hisashi Iwakuma back out on the mound for the M's. It'll be Ionetta, Trout, and Hunter due up for the Angels.
Well, that was well done all the way around from Torrey Hunter, getting his 12th outfield assist to relay to Howie Kendrick. Perfect throw and good scoop and tag by Chris Ionetta. Pretty much textbook. Whereas hitting your relay man and a perfect throw to the plate.
The first one to Ionetta is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Chris drove one out to the warning track at straightaway center field in the second. It's caught by Gutierrez. He's 0 for 1. 1-0 pitch. Breaking pitch is in there. Angels with 5 hits off of Iwakuma. He has struck out 3 and walked nobody. This is back up the middle. Second straight inning in which the Angels have had their leadoff man reach.
Well, what a nice approach by Ionetta to let that baseball travel enough and go right back up the middle. What you have to do against Iwakuma because of his ability to keep the ball down with movement. It's a great approach. 2 really good swings. One to the wall that was caught by Gutierrez his first at bat, and then a base hit up the middle. Both hit well up the middle for Ionetta today.
So Mike Trout steps up 0 for 2. Bouncer back to the mound and a strikeout in the 3rd inning. Middle infielders playing halfway with Trout at the plate. First one's down low. Let's take a look at our Hyundai key to the game, or revisit that Hyundai key to the game.
That steal away. They were able to produce that first run on an error made in the infield, stolen base by Eric Ibar, and then a base hit by Vernon Wells. That's the key. Be able to put that pressure on the Seattle club, in particular Montero behind the plate.
One 0 pitch. Trout looks at a strike. Count even up at a ball and a strike. The Angels have had 1 base runner, at least 1 hit in every inning so far. They've scratched out 2 runs against Iwakuma. Breaking pitch missed inside. 2 balls, 1 strike.
See, they're playing back. That line is open for a bunt. Not only will you be able to advance Ionetta, but with the speed of Mike Trout, that's going to be a base hit. And Smoke holding on the base runner, so you have room down both lines with that speed that Trout has. Even now more of a fastball count, 2-1, but still he has that ability to do it.
2-1 pitch, lays off, 3-1. Now we saw Iwakuma get Trout to chase that pitch a couple of times in his first 2 plate appearances, to no avail. Torrey Hunter's on deck. The Angels had back-to-back hits in the 4th inning to tie the score up at 2. Seattle striking for a run in the 5th. 3-1, fouled back. Full count.
A tough decision for Mike Socia. 3-2 count, no outs as he sent Ionetta going, trusting that Mike Trout will either not chase something out of the strike zone or make contact here.
Ionetta doesn't go, and Trout hits one out toward right center field. Gutierrez going back, still going back, makes the catch, bangs into the wall. Iannetta had rounded second, has to head back to first, and Gutierrez is hurt. And Iannetta's back there. The first shot of the inning is recorded. Nice catch by the Mariners center fielder, but he crashed right into that wall, and he is clearly in pain.
And he's had some problems with injuries over the last few seasons, running into an outfield wall, and he went crashing into that. That's a heck of a play. Hit well, and reaching up at the last minute just before he runs into the wall, and still able to keep the ball in his glove, because when he hit the wall, it almost jarred loose. This is the baseball in the glove and body slamming into the wall.
Have to retouch the bag, and he got back there. And a good job, at least by Chris, to, after he rounded second base, to look back one more time just to see where the baseball was at. A lot of times you get base runners that start to pick up their third base coach, and at that point they're dead to rights at first base.
And
the
so
double play.
often they just give up thinking they're going to be out. Still, you stay on first base. You have Torrey Hunter, who's been red hot. You create that hole still open between first and second with Torrey up at the plate. Well, Gutierrez can go get a baseball. He flushed right into that wall, and wisely flips the ball over to Casper Wells, who tried to get the double play at first base. Great instincts in that outfield.
So one out, Iannetta standing at first base. And Torrey coming up. He's 1 for 2 with a ground out and a single. First one to Hunter. Popped up behind the plate. Montero giving chase. We'll run out of room.
Now let's take a look at our AT&T U-verse replay. Torrey Hunter back to the wall. Perfect relay into Howie Kendrick. Perfect throw to the plate. Great tag by Chris Iannetta. Textbook as far as getting his foot in position to block the plate and still apply the tag before the hand is put down by Gutierrez. 12th outfield assist for Torrey Hunter.
In the hole at 0-1. Iannetta with a leadoff single, standing at first base. Trout driving that ball out to the alley right center field. Terrific catch by the Mariners center fielder. 0-1 pitch. Iannetta goes, and Torrey hits this one out to straightaway center field. Gutierrez is back. 2 outs. Mike Scioscia starting Iannetta on an 0-1 count. Chris still at first base. 2 outs now for Albert Pujols.
Boy, Torrey just missed that one.
With both center fielders busy today, Gutierrez and Trout. A lot of fly balls to center.
Covering a lot of ground. A lot of times during day games here, those baseballs get over the fence.
Not today. Jace will hit one down the line, a 2-run shot in the 4th inning. 3-2 Seattle. And the first one is up and away.
In a number of pitches, Iwakuma is getting up in the strike zone. See if Pujols can turn on one to get hit one down the line. That's where you're going to get the most carry, both the right field and left field lines.
Albert 1 for 2, a double in the first inning, a double play ball in the third. Montero setting up inside. One ball, one strike. Again, trying to come back inside, it appears, with Montero's position. And it's bouncing short. The inning will come to an end. The Angels get their leadoff man on board and leave him stranded at first. 5 in the books, 3-2 Seattle.
John Jaso, 2-run home run in the 4th. His 3rd home run of his career versus Dan Herron. Dan Herron, 5 innings, 3 earned runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts, 75 pitches here so far for Dan Herron. Last couple innings, though, left some breaking pitches up in the strike zone.
He'll face Montero, Jaso, and Smoke, although with action in the Angels bullpen, it may just be one batter and done for Dan Herron, who has thrown 75 pitches so far, 2 strikeouts, no walks. 6 hits allowed, and all 6 hits coming over the last 3 innings. He gave up 1 hit in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th, and 2 in the 5th inning. Montero, the catcher's 0 for 2. Fly ball to deep center, a fly ball to right. No 1 count. Texas defeating the Oakland Athletics just a little while ago. So the Angels with an opportunity. This one's bounced foul. 0-2 to pick up a game on Oakland. And a half game on the top spot with Baltimore idle today.
And because of the position you're in, you have to pull this one out.
After today, just 6 games to play for everyone. 0-2's popped up. First base shot into foul territory goes Kendrys, and they run out of room. Now, granted, barring any 6 scheduled, doesn't mean you'll play 6 consecutive, because there could be a rain out here and there and have to play a doubleheader, and those are always tough, especially this time of year, especially in must-win situations.
Boy, very difficult. Percentages say you're generally going to split a doubleheader.
Another 0-2 from Herron. It's down and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's Garrett Richards and Nick Mirande. Double barrel action for the Halos in their bullpen here in the 6th inning. Well, swing and a miss. Good breaking pitch. Down goes Montero. And the out is recorded. There's the first out. That looks like it's going to be it for Herron. Mike Scioscia's coming out. Left-hand hitting John Jaso coming up. Nick Mirande will be called upon to get the lefty out. Smoke is the switch hitter who will be on deck. So we've got ourselves a pitching change. Herron goes 5 1/3 tonight. He'll depart with the Angels trailing at 3-2. Wild card, as we've been talking about it, Baltimore in that top spot in the American League wild card race. They are idle today. Oakland has lost. The Angels trailing this one 3-2. Tampa Bay will play the Chicago White Sox later on tonight. Tampa Bay a game back of the Angels in the wild card standings as Nick Miranda takes over on the hill with one out here. He'll face John Jaso to start off this inning, or with one out, I should say.
And Heron battled well again today, 5 1/3. Just 2 earned runs for Heron. Nick Miranda in there. Dominant fastball. 92 to 94 range. Good sweeping slider also.
First one's in for a strike.
And Jaso just hitting 132 versus left-handed pitching.
1 for 2 today with the home run, the fly ball to center field. In the hole now. 0-2. Didn't miss by much. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Smoke is on deck. Richards is ready to go in the bullpen if Mike Scioscia wants to do that or keep Smoke from the right side. He could stick with Nick Miranda. Here's the 1-2. Jason fouls it back. Kind of left that one up and over the heart of the plate.
Still think that's the pitch to get him right now. You just stay on top of it and have a downward action going away against him. Keep it down. It was your one mistake you made. Jaso fouled it straight back. Now snap that hard slider.
Thought about it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Stick with the slider. You go fastball away.
Fastball.
Out to left. Playable for Wells. Moving toward the foul line. 2 outs.
Well located fastball to get a lazy fly ball to left field.
So Miranda will stay in the game to face Justin Smoke. Smoke 1 for 2. Struck out of the second, singled in the fourth. The Angels in the bottom of the 6th inning will have Morales, Callaspo, and Kendrick due up against Iwakuma. 1 ball, no strikes. Iwakuma has thrown 74 pitches. Heron, by the way, in his 5 1/3 threw 80. 54 for strikes. 3 runs. Just 2 of those runs earned on Heron. Big error by Eric Ibar. One one. Lifted in the air to shallow center. Mike Trout now having to battle the sunshine. Makes a catch. The inning comes to an end. Let's head to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Angels down by a run. By the score of 3-2. A couple of changes for Seattle. Apparently, Franklin Gutierrez may have hurt that wrist. So Michael Saunders moves from left field over to center field. That means Trayvon Robinson takes over in left field. Morales, Callaspo, and Kendrick here in the 6th inning to face Iwakuma. Thrown to him 74 pitches, 3 strikeouts, no walks, and 6 hits allowed. Kendrick's doubled off the wall in the 4th inning. Breaking pitch, pulled into right field. Wells giving chase, can't get it. It goes to the wall. Kendrick's trying to go to second. Wells with a good arm, and Kendrick is in there. Second double of the ball game.
Well, Wells did a nice job of fielding that ball off the wall and getting it in quickly. Kendricks turned it on. Second double of the game, 24th double of the season. Hanging breaking pitch, another elevated pitch from Iwakuma today. Slided in there for a second double. Well, he did a nice job as far as fielding that right away and getting in as quick as possible. Right on the line, too, with that throw.
To the tying run in scoring position. Callaspo's 1 for 2. He had an RBI single in the 4th. Takes inside. Oh, on the inside corner, apparently. A 0-1 count.
So important for Callaspo at the very least get a ground ball to the right side of the infield here. And Iwakuma doing him a favor by throwing something on the inner half.
Breaking pitch, a little bit high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Similar scenario in the 4th inning. That's when Morales doubled off the wall in right center field, and then Callaspo on the first pitch picked up the single that at that point tied the score up at 2. Kendricks with his second double leading off the 6th. RBI for Alberto in the 4th inning, his 53rd of the season. 1-1 pitch. That's down to the dirt. Gets away from Montero, but not far enough for Kendricks to advance.
Kendricks trying to get a good read on that ball in the dirt. The 6th inning here, the way Kendricks is swinging the bat, you want to make sure he's staying at the game at second base here. Back-to-back doubles. Now it's up to Callaspo at the very least, like I said, at least advance Morales to third base, if not score him with another base hit like he did last time up.
Two-one pitch. This was lined to second. Ackley has it. They tried to double up Kendricks. Able to get back there. 1 out. So Morales remains at second base in scoring position. The Angels down 3-2. And here's Howie. 0 for 1. He struck out of the second, had a sacrifice bunt of the 4th. Bounces the first one up the line, but foul. Reaching for that breaking pitch and rolling over it. Not going to get you much with Iwakuma, who's just staying away from right-handed batters.
You would think these plays right into Howie's swing. Howie's so good as far as hitting the ball the other way. And Iwakuma staying away against him. Howie's always been very effective as far as allowing the baseball to travel the outer part of the plate and hit the ball to right center field.
Brendan Ryan, the shortstop, trying to keep Morales close to the bag at second. Kendricks representing the tying run. 0-1 pitch. Takes a fastball for a strike, and it's 0-2. Carter Capps is warming up now for Seattle. 0-2 pitch. Late on that one. Rockets it off the screen in front of the Mariner dugout. Down. Still at 0-2. Iwakuma now at 82 pitches so far. Eric Ibar is on deck. 0-2. Bounce a foul. Halos have gone 3 straight innings now, getting their leadoff man on board. Linetta had a leadoff single in the 5th inning, but remained stranded at first base. In part, play by Franklin Gutierrez on the drive off the bat of Mike Trout for the first down of that 5th inning. Torrey hit the fly ball to deep center. Pujols, the fielder's choice. Morales will lead off double here in the 6th. Callaspo lining out for the first down. Breaking pitch, that's pulled to third. Seager has it. 2 outs. So the Angels in jeopardy of leaving a leadoff double in scoring position, down by a run here in the 6th. Up to Eric Ibar. Reached on the error by Ackley in the 2nd, came around to score, hit a fly ball to left in the 4th inning. 0 for 2 this afternoon.
As you look at the outfield arms, we talked about it earlier, very strong arms, but Trayvon Robinson covers a lot of ground, but Dino Iba will challenge him as far as trying to score Morales from second base, a base hit in the left field.
And Robinson playing shallow and toward the foul line and left. The first one to Ibar is a strike on the outside corner. Oakland lost today to Texas, wrapping up that 4-game series. So the Rangers lead now in the West, back to 4 games over Oakland. 0-1 pitch. Ibar pulls this one to second. Ackley has it. And the Angels waste a leadoff double by Kendrys Morales. We'll head to the 7th. 3-2 Seattle. Angels baseball is brought to you by the Memphis Barbecue Burger with pulled pork on a cheeseburger, new at Carl's Jr. By AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T Rethink Possible. And by Dodge. Well, top of the 7th, the last home regular season game for the Angels. Halos down 3-2. They've had some opportunities to do something against Iwakuma the last 2 innings, but Just have not been able to figure him out, especially that leadoff double by Kendrys to start the 6th inning. Stranded at second base. Nick Mirande's back out. He finished off the 6th inning with a couple of fly ball outs. He'll face Michael Saunders here. Casper Wells on deck. Brendan Ryan after him. You figure one batter and done for Mirande. Saunders tried to bunt his way on. Bunts through the fastball, and it's an 0-1 count. He's 0 for 2 today with a ground ball to second and a strikeout. Oh, 2 count.
7 pitches thrown by Mirande so far. 8 strikes. A good fastball. Can expand the strikes out now. Here 0-2 against Saunders.
Bouncer up the middle. Ibar to his left. Can't get it. Howie's got it. That's an infield single for Michael Saunders. So Seattle with their leadoff man on. And here comes Mike Scioscia right on cue. And we'll have ourselves a pitching change. Garrett Richards has been going in the pen, so he is ready to go now. And he'll be called upon to get the 3 outs here in the 7th inning. A pitching change with the Angels trailing it 3-2. Chevy. Right now during Chevy Truck Month, you can take advantage of great pricing on a Silverado, Suburban, Tahoe, and Traverse while supplies last. Garrett Richards takes over with nobody out here the 7th. And Michael Saunders, his good speed, standing at first base. 28th game for Garrett this year. 3-3 mark and a 4.39 ERA. Did not pitch last night. He did pitch 2 nights ago, went 1 inning, had 3 strikeouts.
And Richards is going to also have to deal with Saunders and his speed, 20 stolen bases, which leads the Seattle club.
Casper Wells, the right fielder, 1 for 2. He grounded to third in the 3rd inning, singled and scored in the 5th. First one's bounced over the head of Kayasman into left field. Saunders will round second, head to third. Wells will stay at first base. So Seattle cooking here in the 7th. Back-to-back singles, first and third, and nobody out for Brendan Ryan.
And Wells now 2 for 3 in the game. Home plate area hard at this time of the game. He's chopped it off that dirt and over the head of Callaspo for a base hit.
Brennan Ryan today 1 for 2. He singled in the third inning, hit a fly ball to left in the fifth. Base hit by Wells, the 8th for the Mariners this afternoon. The Angels have 7. The Angels have stranded 5 while the M's have stranded 3. Looking for that first down here in the 7th. Right, bunts it back to the mound. Howie a little bit late getting to the bag, and they got him at first base. Caught everybody by surprise.
More of a safety squeeze.
Yep.
Man, good read by Richards. Check the base runner back. I had to wait for Howie to be able to get over the base and just gets Brendan Ryan at first base.
So the infield will come in, and Mike Butcher will come out and pay a visit.
An extremely close play. The underhand throw from Richards.
And Brendan Ryan gets credit for a sacrifice bunt. Not sure how that's possible. I guess nowadays you put a bunt down and advance the base runner, even though you're trying to bunt for a base hit, or in that instance trying to safety squeeze a run in. Gets credit for a sacrifice, so it doesn't count against him. Long conversation is over. Dustin Ackley, leadoff man, will step up. Runners at second and third. Ackley, the second baseman, 0 for 3 today. Ground out of the first, a pop-up in the infield in the third inning, and reached on the fielder's choice in the fifth. Essentially walking here to load the bases with Trayvon Robinson on deck. Robinson came on as a defensive replacement in the bottom of the sixth inning. It'll be his first plate appearance.
Very difficult guy to double up.
But a guy that you can get to strike out. There's ball 3. So here's Trayvon Robinson, switch hitting outfielder. Took over for Franklin Gutierrez. Apparently hurt his left wrist. Banking into the wall in right center field on the ball that Trout hit in the fifth inning. Robinson, the LA native, hitting .213 on the year. 2 home runs, 9 runs batted in. .222 from the left side of the plate, 196 from the right. Will be pointed out, very good speeds. The first one is down and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Richards faced Robinson Tuesday night. One of his 3 strikeouts in that sixth inning. Can use one right now with Kyle Seager on deck. Angels down 3-2. Bases loaded, 1 out here in the 7th for Seattle. This one's fouled off the left. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Challenge with a 96-mile-an-hour fastball. You have to go after with the fastball, especially falling behind the count. 1-0. Robinson late on that one.
Callaspo in at third base. Middle infielders playing halfway. 1-1 pitch. Lays off. 2 balls, 1 strike. Saunders with the infield single stands at third. Wells with the chop single stands at second, and Ackley with the intentional walk at first. Good speed on the bases for Seattle. 2-1. Outside, 3 balls and a strike. No place to put him. Garrett, the last 2 pitches, just trying to be too perfect on the outside corner, especially with the movement that he has on that two-seam fastball.
In the one area where Seattle has struggled with runners in scoring position, that should give you the mindset of going out and challenging with that 96.
Can't gift a base runner here. Now the 3-1, and he walked him, and it's a 4-2 lead. That'll bring up Seager. Still 1 out. Robinson gets credit for an RBI. Seager's 1 for 3. He doubled to the alley in right center field in the 5th inning. That was the ball he hit that ended up with the play at the plate. As Seager bounces one up the line to foul at first base. It's a 0-1 count. Gutierrez got thrown out to end the 5th. 33rd double of the year for Seager as Jordan Walden begins to play catch. 4-2 Seattle. Wells now at third, Ackley at second, and Robinson at first. Oh, 1 pitch. That is lined to right, and that's a base hit. 1 run is in, and being stopped at second is Ackley. It's 5-2 M's. Well, Garrett Richards ran a very good outing 2 nights ago, giving up the 1 run on the bases loaded walk, and now another run on the single by Seager, who picks up his 82nd run batted in.
We're taking advantage of a pitcher right now who's struggling to hit his spots. And Seager, the most consistent run producer on the Seattle club, comes through with another RBI base hit.
That first run of the inning charged to Mirande. Jesus Montero, the batter. Breaking pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Nine hits now for Seattle. One-0. 2 balls and no strikes. And Garrett just now trying to force everything.
One of the most difficult thing to do is to try to aim a pitch. Very difficult to throw in the strike zone.
The 2-0. Montero bounces when fouled. 2 balls and a strike. This one out toward right center field. Trout makes the catch, tagging is Ackley. He'll score, and it's 6-2 Seattle. Sac fly for Jesus Montero as he picks up his 57th run batted in.
It's one of those tough plays, too, as an outfielder trying to be able to track the baseball in that high sky sunshine and still try to get yourself in position to get that throw to the plate. Because of that, there's no doubt, and that he was going to be able to score on that fly ball by Montero.
John Jaso 1 for 3, a 2-run home run in the 4th inning. Angels will need some late inning magic once again as Jaso pulls it down the line and Morales can't handle it. Robinson will score easily on his way to third as Seager. He's going to be stopped right there. And it is 7-2. A double for John Jaso. This game, I should say, has gotten out of hand here, the 7th. That's going to be it for Mike Scioscia. Garrett Richards coming out of the game, and Jordan Walden will be coming into the game. A pitching change, second of the inning, as the Mariners have batted around here in the 7th, and they lead it 7-2.
And this calls for the game brought to you by Farmer John. Now he's wearing number 51, Jordan Walden.
And by Southern California Toyota. Check out the full line of fuel-efficient vehicles at your Southern California Toyota dealer.
Well, Seattle has batted around here in the 7th inning. They lead at 7-2. Jordan Walden in to try to get the last out of this inning. A poor outing by Garrett Richards. Command leaving him this afternoon. Single by Casper Wells. Sack bunt by Brendan Ryan. The intentional walk to Dustin Ackley. Loaded the bases up, then issued the walk to Trayvon Robertson, and it's been downhill since. Walden pitching in his 43rd game. He'll face Justin Smoke, the first baseman, with runners at second and third. And 2 outs. Smoke 1 for 3. He singled in the 4th inning. Kyle Seager standing at third base. John Jaso just had the double, standing at second. And Smoke lifts one out to center field. Mike Trout giving chase, shading his eyes. Will make the catch. The inning finally comes to an end, but not before the M score 4. 7th inning stretch time. Angels trailing 7-2. Masashi Iwakuma is done after his 6 innings. As Eric Wedge goes to the bullpen, it's the youngster Carter Capps comes on in relief. He'll face the Angels 8-9-1, and Wells, Iannetta, and Trout. And with Iwakuma's performance, and granted he threw the ball well against the Angels this year, this was not an overwhelming performance by any stretch of the imagination. And the Angels had plenty of opportunities. I mean, just go back to the bottom of the 6th inning, down by a run. Kendrys Morales with a leadoff double, and he remained stranded at second base.
Yeah, Iwakuma left some pitches up in the strike zone. Still only 1 earned run allowed for him in 6 innings. Now Capps coming in now with a fastball 95-99, curveball and changeup.
All that said, the Angels bullpen allowing 4 runs in the 7th. First one to Vernon Wells is upstairs. Wells today 1 for 2, had an RBI single, back into second. Two and 0 now.
When you need base runners, you're down by 5 late in the game, so you got to make sure this pitch is right in the middle part of the plate if you're Vernon Wells. Otherwise, you take it.
Two and 1. Carter Capps, 22 years of age, North Carolina native, 3rd round pick by Seattle in last year's draft. Mount Olive College in North Carolina. Ground ball to short. Brendan Ryan has it. All away. Brings up Chris Iannetta. Iannetta today 1 for 2. He had a leadoff single to the 5th inning and remained stranded at first base. The first one is down and in.
Capps with that 3/4 delivery. Very difficult on right-handed batters. Has hit 209. Lefties 342 against them.
And the slider catches the outside corner. Count even up and a ball and a strike. A 4-run top of the 7th inning, giving the Mariners what was a 1-run lead, a 5-run lead in the bottom of the 7th. Iannetta fouls this one back. 2-2. Capps kind of reminds me of a slightly taller Kevin Jepson. With his delivery kind of coming across to right-handed batters.
Hiding the ball very well against right-handed batters.
Two on the way. Fastball missing low, full count. Trout's on deck. Now at 99 miles per hour. And now the payoff. Fouled back.
Iannetta's had some pretty good swings against him in this sequence of pitches. 2 fastballs fouled straight back.
Montero set up outside. Another 3-2. Swing and a miss. Hey, subscribe to MLB.tv today. You can still take advantage of new low pricing and see every remaining Angels out of market games live, online in HD quality. Visit Angels.com to order and get more details. MLB.tv, baseball everywhere. They wonder if Chris Iannetta maybe tweaked his back on that second to last swing. Stepped out of the batter's box area and kind of tried to stretch it out a little bit after that last swing. Looked like he tightened up a little bit. Just from our observation here, nothing definitive.
It looks like Bobby Wilson's grabbing some catching equipment.
One ball, no strikes on Trout. Is 0 for 3 today. Bounce it back to the mound. A strikeout and a fly ball to center. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Seven runs, 10 hits, 1 error, 5 left on for Seattle. 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error, 5 left on for the Angels. 1-1. Way inside. 2-1. Two and two. Good fastball there, 100 miles per hour by Caps.
Only a number of power arms in the bullpen for Seattle. Got 3 pitchers that can touch 100 miles an hour.
Breaking pitch got him swinging. The Angels go down in order. 7 in the books. It is 7-2 Mariners.
One nothing. John Jaso turns on a pitch from Dan Hare, a 2-run home run, giving the Mariners a lead. But Callaspo scoring. Kendrys Morales ties it up. Seattle retakes the lead on the fielder choice by Gutierrez. Eventually in the 7th inning, John Jaso once again continues that hot swinging against Angel pitching. One of the 4 runs scored in the 7th inning as the Mariners lead this one 7-2 at the top of the 8th.
Bobby Wilson takes over behind the plate as we expected with Chris Iannetta. Looked like he was in pain after that strikeout in the 7th. Angels down 7-2. Bottom third of the order, Saunders, Wells, and Ryan. Saunders was the guy that led off the 7th inning with 2 strikes against Nick Miranda and got an infield base hit. Last batter that Miranda faced, Garrett Richards, came on. Garrett gave up 3 runs all earned in 2/3 of an inning. 3 hits allowed, 2 walks. 1 was an intentional walk. Hector Noesi is up and loosening now for Seattle. One-two pitch from Walden. Swing and a miss. Down goes Saunders. There's down number 1. The Angels in the bottom of the 8th inning will have 2, 3, and 4 coming up, and Hunter, Pujols, and Morales. Casper Wells steps in. A couple of hits for him. 2 for 3. A couple of singles. 2 runs scored. He'll look at a strike. Two and one. Andrew Taylor, the left-hander, is warming up for the Angels. Been with the Angels for a while. We've seen him warm up a couple of times. Wells fouls this one off the right. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Has not made his major league debut as of yet. Two pitch. Downstairs. Full count. Brendan Ryan on deck. Called strike 3. Wells goes down looking. Back-to-back strikeouts for Walden. 2 outs.
A 94-mile-an-hour fastball in the outside corner.
Brendan Ryan takes one outside. It gets by Bobby Wilson. Ryan fouls it back. Count even at a ball and a strike. If this score holds, the Angels will have blown a golden opportunity to pick up a game on the Oakland Athletics. Lost earlier today to Texas Rangers by the score of 9-7. This was fouled back. It's 1-2. Lost by the Angels. But keep them 2 back of Oakland with 6 to play. Oakland's going home to host the Seattle Mariners over the weekend. The Angels off to Texas after this one.
If you just try to do math, 6 games left, you go 5-1, you have to hope that Oakland goes 3-3 to be able to tie them.
Bouncer back to the mound. Walden has it. And a 1-2-3 inning for Jordan. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Angels down 7-2. Angels with 2, 3, and 4 coming up. Caps still in the ball game. Even though Noesi had been warming up, as is now a left-hander. Looks like it's Charlie Furbush, I believe, warming up. Torrey Hunter 1 for 3. A single back into third. First one's outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Torrey stepping in, and that possibly could be his last plate appearance in an Angels uniform in this ballpark. Free agent to be. No question, he wants to stay here. Seems like the front office would like for him to stay here.
And what he's done is, as far as keeping the team and getting closer in this race, has been fantastic in the second half.
This one's fouled back, 1-2. They grounded down his 5th year of that 5-year contract that he signed here. And it's just a snapshot when you start talking about the franchise is concerned, but because of his personality and the way he's interacted with fans over the 5 seasons here, he's up there with the Tim Salmons, Garrett Andersons, as far as fan favorites are concerned. As he fouls this one off for that. Count remains at 1-2.
Yeah, there's no question about that.
Personally, I hope he's back with the Angels.
No question. His mentoring with Mike Trout has helped him greatly.
1-2 again. Slow roller towards short, and Ryan has it. 1 out. Caps has gone an inning and a third so far. 2 strikeouts, 2 ground balls to short. Albert Pujols coming up. Albert 1 for 3, had a double in the first. Looks at a fastball for a strike. A 4-run 7th inning by Seattle, changing this game. First base shot near the dugout. Smoke will give a look. It's in the seats. An 0-2 count. And I still think if you go back 1/2 inning further, the bottom of the 6th inning with Kendrys Morales, the leadoff double. At that point, it was a 3-2 Seattle lead. Unable to advance him even to third base. Line out by Callaspo to Ackley. A ground ball by Kendrick to third. And a ground out by Eric Ibarb at second base.
And you still felt at that point at 3-2 that you knew with this power that the Angels possess, you're going to get at least 1 run across as the game progresses.
You can easily look back at the 5th inning defensively by the Angels. The Eric Ibar error, a big one. Potential double play that it could have gotten Herron out of that inning. And that was a 2-2 tie that eventually became a 3-2 Seattle lead. 1-2. Albert lines one down the line. Down to the corner she goes. Trayvon Robinson plays to Karen cleanly, and Pujols with his 2nd double of the ball game. Just 1 out here in the 8th.
48th double of the year. 78th extra base hit for Pujols. Both Kendrys and Pujols, both with 2 doubles.
Morales 2 for 3 with those two doubles. He has 24 on the year. Albert now with 48. Foul back.
Well, Morales had a pretty good hack of that 99-mile-an-hour fastball.
This one down to center field. Saunders giving chase. Slipped just a little bit. Was able to track it down for the second out.
Another good swing from Morales. This time it's caught in the outfield.
So 2 outs, a man in scoring position for Alberto Callaspo. Troy Hawkins getting loose now. Alberto's 1 for 3, had an RBI single in the 4th inning. Conversation now between Montero and Carter Capps. First one on the way. Outside. 1-0. 28th pitch for Capps. Took over in the 7th for Hisashi Iwakuma. He went 6 innings today. Allowed 2 runs, both earned. 7 hits, had 3 strikeouts and no walks. 2 balls, no strikes. Took 1 shot at it. 2-1.
And when you get a 2-0 count, you got to give it a shot. Try to get an extra base hit. Now your approach changes. Trying to get on base, need base runners. Trying to get a base hit and get one of the runs back.
3 balls and a strike. Howie Kendrick on deck. Just off the plate, it's a walk. First issued by Capps. So 2 men on base now. 2 outs here in the 8th inning. Howie coming up. Eric Wedge looks like he's going to make a move. Capps unable to get through this 8th inning. 1 out double to Pujols, a 2 out walk to Callaspo. That's going to be it for the youngster. Pitching change. We are in the 8th. The Angels down by 5. 7-2 Seattle with 2 outs and 2 on. 33rd game for Kinney. 0-3 mark at a 4.15 ERA.
Yeah, sinker, slider, fastball, 87 to 93 range. A lot of sliders and a changeup. 34 strikeouts and 30 to 30 innings pitched for him. Still in the need for base runners. Make sure he's in the strike zone because he can be wild.
When he's done warming up, he'll be facing Howie Kendrick. And Pujols standing at second and Carrasco at first. Carter Capps responsible for the 2 men on base. Inning at 2/3 for him. 1 hit. That was a double by Pujols. A couple of strikeouts and a walk. Howie's 0 for 2. Had a sacrifice bunt in the 4th inning. Struck out and grounded out the other 2 times up. Just inside. It's 1 ball, no strikes. It was Kenny who was pitching in that 7th inning last night. Gave up the single by Torrey Hunter. Pretty good pitch by Kenny. Torrey just flipping it out to right center field at that point, tying the game up. Breaking pitch lined over the head of Seager into the corner. Albert will score. Carrasco on his way to 3rd. He's going to score. And Howie Kendrick with a 2 RBI double of the Angels. Now trail it 7-4.
Nice approach there from Howie. Turns on that slider. Drives in a couple, giving him now 60 on the season. Backed up on Kinney. Inner half of the plate, and Howie turns on and hits down the left field line. Pretty good power numbers this year for Howie. 31 doubles, 60 RBI.
The book on Capps now closed. 2 runs, both earned. An inning at 2/3. Here's Ibarb. 0 for 3 today. And he'll take one downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Cole Calhoun has come out to the on-deck circle. He would be batting in Vernon Wells' spot in the order if we get to that point. The 1-0 outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Two balls, no strikes with 2 outs. And there's a strike, 2-1.
If Ibar can get on base somehow, Calhoun will represent the tying run.
Tom Wilhelmsen getting ready. Two 1 pitch. That is yanked foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Halos with 2 here in the bottom of the 8th inning with 2 outs. Howie Kendrick picking up the 2 runs batted in with the double. Down by 3 now. Two. Little number up the third base line, but foul. That's a sinking fastball down and away. Kendrick leading off at second base with 2 outs. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Chase the breaking ball down and in. The inning comes to an end. The Angels tack on 2. We've played 8. Head to the ninth. 7-4 Seattle.
Dempster 7-2 with an ERA 4.48. Going against Jerry Weaver, looking for win number 20 on the season. ERA 2.74, 12-7 in his career versus the Rangers. An ERA 3.65 for Weave.
Now we've reached the ninth inning. The Angels trailing it by the score of 7-4. Cole Calhoun takes over in left field. That means he'll be leading off the bottom of the ninth inning. LaTroy Hawkins takes over on the mound. Nice job by Jordan Walden, by the way. Inning and a third for him, retiring all 4 batters. A couple of strikeouts for him, too. Hawkins here tonight to face the top of the order. Ackley, Robinson, and Seager. First one is outside. 1 ball, no strikes on Dustin Ackley, the second baseman. 0 for 3 this afternoon. He was intentionally walked in the 7th inning to load the bases against Garrett Richards. Garrett eventually gave up that base loaded walk to Trayvon Robinson. Exactly. This one down the left field line. Calhoun will watch it land in the seats. 1 ball, 1 strike. Breaking pitch, sharply hit, knocked off the glove of Kendrick, and it trickles down into shallow center. Ackley will stay at first, a leadoff single.
Number 12, left fielder Trayvon Robinson.
Well, the one thing you want to do right now, if you're LaTroy Hawkins, you want to make sure you keep Seattle from scoring. Cut that deficit just to 3 runs now. See if you can get Robinson hit a ground ball at one of your infielders, may be able to get a chance to be able to turn 2, even though it's difficult against Robinson.
Showing bunt. Bunts it up the first base line. A little hesitation there. Hawkins fires it down the right field line. Ackley will come in to score, and it's 8-4. sacrifice by Robinson and an error by LaTroy. That little hesitation right there. You're not going to get that call because Robinson was at the bag at that point. So a run comes in, and that negates one of the two that the Angels put on the board in the bottom of the 8th.
And the grip itself on the baseball, as he tried to pick it off the grass, LaTroy couldn't get a good grip and ended up throwing it away.
Man at third for Seager, and he'll look at a strike. Robinson ending up at third base. Seager's 2 for 4, double, a single, and a run batted in. Go 2. Error by LaTroy, the second by the Angels today. Yanked foul. 0-2 count. One and two now. Infield playing in with Robinson at his speed, standing at third. Still nobody out here in the 9th inning. Bouncer towards short. Ibar charges it. To get the out. Robinson remains at third. Perfectly honest with you, Jeff Dad's third base coach talking with Robinson right now. And you always got to go on that ball. You're up by 4 runs. Nobody out.
Very difficult throw would have been for Ibars. The chopper. If you're going on contact, that would have had to be a perfect throw to be able to get him out.
Infield still in. Jesus Montero at the plate. First one is a breaking ball outside. 1 ball, no strikes on Montero, who today is 0 for 3. Had a sacrifice flying to 7th. Picked up his 57th run batted in.
And now the hitters are dealing with the shadows from across the plate.
One and one. Wilhelmsen still warming up in the bullpen, so you imagine he's coming in to pitch in the 9th. This one out to straightaway center field. Trout giving chase. That's over his head and off the top of the wall. Robinson will come in to score. Montero on his way to second with an RBI double. And the Mariners have gotten those 2 runs back. It's 9-4 Seattle.
Montero now 19 doubles. 58 RBI now in the season.
Mike Scioscia has seen enough. That's going to be it for LaTroy Hawkins, who's allowed 2 runs. And Andrew Taylor will be making his major league debut as he gets ready. We're in the 9th. It is 9-4 Seattle. Andrew Taylor takes over on the hill. This is his major league debut. 34th round pick by the Angels in 2008.
Last pitch August 28th versus Tucson, pitching AA and AAA this season. AAA went 1-0 with an ERA 3.50. 18 innings pitched, 17 strikeouts.
Now finishing up his warm-up pitches, as we pointed out, we've seen him warm up a couple of times. And just has not been able to get into the game, and with the 2 runs that LaTroy Hawkins has allowed here in the 9th inning. Mike Scioscia seeing fit to give Taylor an opportunity to get his big league debut under his belt here at home. North Carolina native to North Carolina State University. Facing John Jaso with 1 out, Montero standing at second. Jaso hits one out to right field. Torrey makes the running catch. 2 outs. Like that, 1 pitch, 1 out. That's how you do it in the big leagues.
He went right after him, utilizing his defense. And a great defender out there in right field. He'll be able to track that one down, and Torrey Hunter.
Here's Justin Smoke. Will spin around, a hit from the right side. First one is outside. 1 ball, no strikes on Justin Smoke. 1 for 4. Get a single back in the 4th inning. Angels in the bottom of the 9th inning will have Wells, Wilson, and Trout due up. Pardon me, Calhoun, Wilson, and Trout due up. Cole taking over in left field in the 9th. Down and away. It's 2 balls and 1 strike.
Good pop on that fastball at 90. Just missed out of the strike zone for him.
Off the plate now. 3-1. Saunders is on deck. Seattle with a 4-run 7th inning, 2 runs here in the 9th. And he walked him. That'll put 2 on now for Saunders. Saunders today 1 for 4 with a single that started off that 7th inning. Taylor falls behind at 1-0.
Morande got ahead of him 0-2. And a breaking pitch, it got too much to the plate for him. Baker was trying to get him to swing at something out of the strike zone off the plate, but it stayed middle of the plate and he chopped it in the infield for an infield hit.
Breaking pitch in there. 1-1. Montero standing at second and Smoke at first. 9-4 Seattle. Out to left. Calhoun comes in. That will end the inning. Seattle tacks on 2 runs here in the ninth inning. We'll head to the bottom of the ninth. The Angels trailing at 9-4. In relief, the Arizona native to face 8-9-1. It'll be Cole Calhoun to lead things off. Looks like Meiser Asturis has come out to the on-deck circle. And then Mike Trout.
Well, Will Humpson has another one of those power arms out of the bullpen. He's a fastball himself, 94 to 98. Good slider, curveball, changeup.
29 saves on the year for Will Helmson. 4-3 marked at 2.26 ERA. 75 and 2/3 innings under his belt. Angels will jump on the bird and head to Texas after this one. 3-game set beginning tomorrow night in Arlington. The last 6 of the season out on the road. Cole Calhoun will step up. First plate appearance for him this afternoon. 211 hitter in 16 games in the big leagues this year. 1 double, 1 RBI. First one is a little bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Lifted in the air toward left center field. Trayvon Robinson moving over. 1 out. Of course, this being the last regular season home game for the Angels. Not only do we thank our viewers for tuning in each and every night, we'll continue to talk to you over the next 6 games, but I want to thank our incredible crew here at the Big A. One of the best crews, if not the best crew in all of baseball. Camera, audio, directors, producers, and big thanks for the broadcast booth. Our stage managers on occasion. Dean Benson's usually with us on an everyday basis. Norm Peters, our stats guy, the dancing banana.
Our crew is the best, I'll tell you what.
Meiser pinch hitting, flips one out to center field. He's on board with 1 out here tonight. I'd like to say thank you for your hard work and dedication. The great shots that we get every single game, especially here at home, just by the extremely talented cameramen and women that we have on the Fox Sports West crew.
And we definitely thank you for everything this year.
So Trout will come up 0 for 4 with a man on. First fastball is high. Meiser Asturis, by the way, now 2 for 2 his last 2 pinch hitting opportunities. Big hit yesterday to start off the rally, the 9th. Fakes off the second, and that pitch is down low. Nicer advancing on a difference. And Travel, the 2-ball, no strike count. Torrey Hunter on deck.
As Torrey will get another at bat here at home.
Three and 0.
Got a take right here from Mike Trout. Need a lot of base runners. Down by 5.
Looks at the strike.
And for whatever reason, when closers are in a game, it's a non-save situation. Just don't have that sharpness you normally would have when they're coming in trying to save a game.
Three 3-1 pitch. Breaking ball drops in there. Full count.
Well, if he throws a 3-1 breaking pitch, you got to almost assume he's going to throw a 3-2 breaking pitch.
And he overthrows the fastball. It's a walk. So 2 on with 1 out. Torrey coming up. Torrey this afternoon 1 for 4, had a single back in the 3rd inning. A 3-run home run, then a bloop and a blast, and we're tied.
I like the thinking.
Shows bunt, drops one up the 3rd base line, and Seager will pick it up foul. Or a bunt for a base hit to load him up for Pujols.
And then back-to-back home runs.
Not a bad idea, I guess.
The need for base runners.
Absolutely.
Is it different hitter to the number 2 spot? Setting the table a lot of times.
Oh, 1 pitch. A breaking ball, swing and a miss. 0-2. Oakland lost this afternoon to Texas. A loss today by the Angels would keep them 2 back in the wild card. And Tampa Bay with a chance to tie the Angels. They will take on the White Sox later on tonight. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball away. 2 down. So the Halos down to the last out here. 2 on and 2 outs. Albert will step up. 2 for 4 this afternoon. A couple of doubles. Now with 48 on the year. Breaking pitch, a strike. Oh, 1. Fastball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He's had a tough time commanding his fastball, but his breaking pitches have been good. Overthrown that one. It's been a 96, but consistently off the plate.
Steer standing at second. Trout at first. 1-1. So we're going to miss on the breaking ball. 1-2.
Wild card standings, the Angels just a game and a half back, but pull off a big comeback here. Otherwise, we'll be standing at 2.
Albert fouls it off to the right. Count remains at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Seventeen pitches thrown by Wilhelmsen here in the ninth. Breaking pitch, hit down the line and foul. The Angels with solo runs in the second and fourth, 2 in the eighth. Seattle with 2 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, 4 in the seventh, 2 in the ninth. There's the 1-2 again. Fastball away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kendrys Morales is on deck. Two on the way. Fastball downstairs. Full count. And again, going back to being able to command that fastball. Good life on it, no question. Good velocity as well. Just hasn't been able to throw for a strike.
Yeah, he's pulling off on that pitch.
Runners will take off. The 3-2 breaking pitch is foul.
Not surprised that he would throw that because he has better command with his breaking pitch. Even though he's up by 5 in a 3-2 count with 2 outs.
Runners once again will be off with the pitch. Another 3-2 and a swing and a miss. And the Mariners take the finale of this 3-game series by the score of 9-4.
Boy, a tough one. Iwakuma, who's thrown the ball so well against the Angels, able to pitch well again today. That big 4-run 7th started by Michael Saunders' infield hit. John Jaso with a 2-run home run and a double. Big blows in the game for Seattle.
The Angels drop this one by the score of 9-4. The Halos will head on the road to take on the Texas Rangers tomorrow. Still trailing the Oakland Athletics by 2 games, the American League wild card. 9-4 the final. Stick around. Jamie Maggio, Jose Mota, Garrett Anderson will break it all down on Angels Live post-game edition coming up next.